today we have a former GT player, Bullets. He is going to give us his analysis in this KvK as a former player of GT, ex-player, I should say. He is here with us in 2581. So, what's up, Bullets?
Yo, bro. I don't know. Early good evening, maybe on
Yeah,
your time.
yeah, it is
Yeah.
like
So
2 a.m.
yeah, it was early morning already. So right now we are looking on this pretty bloody battle going on with the GT.
Mhm.
So just a quick recap. Since I was with them for a long time,
How many seasons were you with them?
most of I don't know, maybe four if I'm
Ooh,
not mistaken. I couldn't remember because most like old players, backbone players, I should say, most of the pillars of the Chinese, how to say it, players with them right now was from UCS. So I was with UCS also for a year, and just like any other Osiris League or any ARC games we are doing, they love
mhm.
doing field battles.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so that is one good thing with them. Actually, when I was with them, we are being encouraged to focus on uh, having commanders, which is on the current meta, which is dealing mostly AoE damage.
Okay.
So even if you are like, for example, free to play or middle spender guy, you're required to have at least matches with AoE damage.
So
Like,
AOE is top priority. Okay.
yeah, because mostly they are concentrating on making big ball, like what we are currently seeing right now. So this is most likely their, or I should say, before our, how should I say, strength on the field.
I see.
We, yeah, actually during those times, people are doing much of their concentration on how we will help the kingdom. How we will help the kingdom on strategies, on how you move through the map, like being cohesive, and the guys are doing the stuff as per markers.
Mm.
Actually, those guys, I include myself before as well. We don't uh, listen too much. This is like, how I say it, muscle memory already for us, because even in the games individually with the
Mhm.
30 players before, guys, we have this, how should I say it, commanding presence on the field. Commanding in a sense that this is being followed by the small players without telling them to do so. So there's
Okay.
one good point, yeah. And another thing, we basically follow like hierarchy when I was there.
Oh, okay. How does the hierarchy work?
Like hierarchy in a sense that, okay, if you guys know yourself, this is your limitations on the game. For example, they are saying the Omega Kraken, how you call it, these guys.
Mhm.
They are giving top priority. Top priority in the sense that they deserve those things. Because goes like they are being prioritized in terms of having rallies because they have good. I mean, I think this is mostly nowadays practiced by all of the kingdoms.
Yeah.
But as before, you know, we try to follow these things to achieve one goal. Like for example, as you can see, they were in top tier kingdoms for the longest time also.
Mhm.
So they are being well known of their structured gameplays. So that is the hierarchy I'm pertaining to. Like these guys, they are very keen on getting good results most of the time. So with that being said, they follow hierarchy. Like this is like organizing not only the offense and defense, but this is organizing the players itself on the kingdom.
Now,
So
I have a
okay.
question. So
Mm-hmm.
G60 is pretty much a one alliance kingdom, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So how many warlords do they have, like war leaders, when you were there?
Actually, yeah. When we were there, actually, like any other accounts, it was being held by different guys. So with the warlords, actually, before
Mm.
we were being lead with two guys. It was Kendrick and Leo.
So it's a pilot. They access one account, two person.
Yeah, actually, those, if I'm not mistaken, the 30 players we had before, they're all real life good friends.
Oh, I see. Real life friends. Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, they are real life friends. That's why they try to, as much as they wanted to, do all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they understand each other very well.
Now, are they Chinese
And
players?
yeah, they are actually. I don't know much of their nationality, but they are all like in Chinese.
Chinese.
Okay,
I
like
see.
they have Chinese blood.
Okay.
Because when I was with them, only me and the other guy. It was Kendrick's friend, the Korean guy. So we are the only two which is non-Chinese, and the rest of them they can understand the Mandarin, or basically they have Chinese blood with them.
I see.
So it was basically easy, not only for the war, but this is concentrating on how they can micromanage everything with
Mm.
their own language, the games, especially Cyrus League games.
Got it.
So it was very easy for them.
So
And okay, go ahead.
looking into the KvK, I know you've been
Hmm.
watching as well, right? Um,
Yeah, I was, from time to time also getting some news, what's going on and how is it. But right now, I don't know who's winning, or
oh,
let's
I
just say
see.
have the edge on the games.
So what I've been seeing is that before
Mm.
93 came, 60 struggled a little
Mm.
bit, or struggled quite a bit, going against
Mm.
JST and their allies.
Mm.
Now with 93 coming
Mm.
in, it relieved a lot of pressure from GT, but still, it's a standstill what we're seeing. Based on your
Mm.
experience with GT, well, GT is undefeated. Do you think they will
Mm.
be able to maintain their undefeated status, or facing a more stronger opponent here in this KvK? You think there is a
Mm.
chance that they could lose based on your experience with their leadership and their gameplay?
Mm.
How much confidence do you have with 60 basically winning this KvK?
For me, I can say that they can win this game. There is a chance. Okay, there is always a chance that they can lose, but the chances that they will not give up easily
Mm-hmm.
is there, because when I was with them personally on the first 3 versus 1, I think it was maybe the entire game first winner. I should say we were
Mm.
the first winner of 3 versus 1 in the entire ROK history. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And actually, I was thinking that time we will be losing. Okay, because just quick recap, we only have GTS like quality over quantity alliance, and MX is not that strong because it was basically half of that is the uh,
Farm?
how should you say it? Farm, okay, let's say, but it was like a small spender, let's say,
Mm.
and
Okay.
and and the old players which have the experience of basic warfare for each KvK, they have it. Okay, so pretty much that time before the transition came, it was like the guys. This is like for example, right now, Baki, I know this guy.
Okay.
Uh, I know this guy. He was with me with GT. Okay, so let's say they are not spender like what the top 30 players are doing, but they know basic warfare.
Their
So
experience.
yeah, so with that, they are acquiring those guys much because for them it will be easy during war. Okay, so I think that is one good advantage that having those quality players with you can bring you success, which happened before that we were expecting we cannot hold it, but in the long run, when we were in Kingsland during those times,
Mm-hmm.
we managed to defeat the last kingdom, which is 56, if I'm not mistaken. And I think the perseverance of the players, the dedication they have, is I can say I didn't see much on all the kingdoms I've been to
Mm.
compared with what I have in GT.
So they're
So
really more dedicated to win here in 60.
yeah, so they give everything they have to the extent that even small farms like 25 million, I don't know, 20 million,
Mm-hmm.
they will use it just to
To win.
reach the limit. Yeah, just to win, just to reach their limit that they cannot give any reason that you know we lose the game because we didn't use much of our resources. So if that is being needed to win,
Mm-hmm.
they will do it. So that's how they are dedicated. I think this is one good quality they have to win such KvK because I think everybody was waiting for this
Yeah, this is
for
a
the longest
very
time.
very fun KvK so far. You just
Mm.
saw that they were able to defend this. People were flowing in and they swarmed
Yeah, yeah.
the rally here. And these guys are not big players. I think they're low players. Are these real accounts or are these farm of the main?
Yeah, to just give you a hint of this, this is like, for example, me, I was in GT, okay?
Uh huh.
So one player, let's say on GT, they have all these farm accounts, let's say,
Oh.
and this is for example, the KD is giving value on this. Like they monitored all this participation you're doing. That's why people are encouraged to use all their, troops. They are also encouraging all these main players to give their E4 accounts
To
this
fight.
type of troops, yeah, to fight and this type of troops to train during like slack of time
So
because okay.
I see. So they have quality players, main players, and then
Mm,
these quality main players make farm accounts. So
mm.
they're very well, very well in the warfare already.
Yeah, yeah. So, right now, what
Smart.
we have on the screen, I know most of these guys because my farm was with these guys. Also, we are in one let's say one group,
Uh huh.
and these guys before, okay, they spend time also to do all these things because every single farm account it will be counted with your GT points.
Oh, okay. The GT
Yes, this
points.
is yes. So this is counted as your DKP.
Oh, that's
That's why,
interesting.
yeah, that's why you need to register all these things, all the farm accounts you have, because whatever GT or DKP points they acquired, it will be accounted on your main account. That's why
Mm.
these guys they spend time on doing all this stuff with them. They're
Mm-hmm.
not bothered to use all their small accounts to reinforce and do all this stuff
Mm-hmm.
because this is like what I said earlier. The organization they're doing, like if the main leaders along with their small accounts cannot hold it, or they are, of course we are all human, they are resting or something, some
Yeah.
of them will fill in their stuff, do their part. Me, like for example, I have five, so when I'm online I will do my stuff along with my five accounts. It will be all accounted in one account, which is
Yeah.
my main.
Oh.
So whatever you acquire on this, they will give value on this later
Yeah, that's
on
pretty
these
cool.
five. Yeah, so that's how say it, organized they are doing this stuff with them.
Mm.
So I should say that is one good quality they have. Like I know most of the top tier kingdoms which we have right now here, they do all the stuff same as with them, but to the extent that I don't know how long they can last. But is how say it, perseverance and dedication they give on this, I don't know. that brought us victory before,
Now,
and
how
we are
much does
hoping.
money play a
Mm.
factor in the victory?
Actually, you will see them. I don't know how much dollar they burn, but in terms of money, yes, most of them burns a lot, as in a lot.
They spend a lot,
Right
so you got a
now,
lot of gold chests.
yeah, of course. I actually mentioned it before, and even one of the guys we had before, I asked Starboy, I think, to open my account, and he himself witnessed. He himself told everybody that he opens like 50, 60 chests a day.
Wow.
So from him, yeah. So from him himself, he already mentioned it. That's why uh, I even shared it with the guys before. Like it was being organized to have coins because of this. They don't want slack of players to just
Yeah, yeah,
sit
yeah.
and receive all this without giving their part as well.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
you
true.
know what I mean.
Yeah, I know
So
what you mean. Yeah.
so the more you benefit on what they provide, you have
Yeah.
to play your part as well, which is what I mentioned earlier. It was, you need to give your best shot every KBK, which is right now. See all the reds, and
Yeah.
he's such a bloody KBK, I believe.
Give everything, even your farm accounts, to succeed.
Yeah, because at the end, whatever you burn,
Uh-huh.
you just need to render and tell them you have all this, you made the effort. They will give it back to you.
So they're pretty nice. Wow. So to kind
Yes,
of
yes.
like do a closing remark here,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
what can you say to this KVK, to the former teammates, and
mm-hmm.
of course there's new players also just migrating to 60GT, and
Yeah.
to their opponents and to also to the viewers of this. What can you tell them about you know your the expectations, I guess?
I pretty much know most of these players, what I'm seeing right now, and to this KVK, whoever wins, it will be like a very good experience actually. Everybody waits for this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I know both sides will give their best to win
Mm-hmm.
because me, in my experience, GT don't give up easily. Okay, even if they are playing, they will focus much on playing. I mean, on the Saris League side, but they will not slack off during these wars. So the organization they have is really, I really commendable for me because managing such top tier kingdom is not
Oh yeah,
that easy.
it's that easy.
Same as on the other side. I was with this Saturday channel before, and there I was seeing how actually they are talking in a sense like, okay, this is game, but
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day they are all friends, let's say.
You mean the
I
JST and the 60?
Yeah, yeah, actually all even I see Paranoa account somewhere, they are all there and they're talking casually like they're drinking beers or something.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
this is like for a show, a big show to put up on the community.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
and for me, for the expectation of everybody, whoever wins this one, they will deserve it because you cannot see this kind of KBK in a while,
Mm-hmm.
and it must be something good to watch. And most of the lower KDs, let's say, and some other top tiers looking for this, they better acquire something on this kind of KBK because this will help your kingdom or whoever kingdoms aspires on this guys, which is in this KBK right now. So
Mm.
all the best on this kingdoms included.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Do you have anything to say to your former teammates? Say hi to
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I literally want to hope all the best for them and hopefully continue their legacy.
Okay.
As I can see, they are still valuing the value of having these players who exert much effort for their kingdom, and yeah, that's it, I think.
Awesome. Thank you very much for participating on this one. A former GT give us his insight here onto the KvK, which is one of the biggest KvK in Rise of Kingdoms. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys again next time.